are, yeah, they're total opposite.
Anxiety is
Because
when you're worried about what your test grade is going to be, and you get uneasy feelings.
It's that flight or fight, that like everything is aroused in anxiety. In depression, everything is suppressed.
Everything stops.
Okay, so here's what I was going to tell you. We have any more questions on this? Study guide?
Just one, because I'm having a confusion between antisocial and dissociative. And the reason being is there was one question on that stinking quiz that talked about grand theft or something, and the guy said it wasn't him. There's something where the correlation between antisocial and dissociative are almost similar in a sense.
Dissociative?
Yeah.
Is the two personalities.
Okay. And
Antisocial is someone that does not feel the normal guilt when they might, maybe it was
they do something wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a scenario. I can't remember which one I was thinking of now. I can't give you this one. Here's the scenario, and then I wanted you to tell me what theory I'm talking about. Okay. All right, give me a minute to think, so I didn't write it down. I was thinking about it on the way here. So the scenario would be, give me a minute. I might have to switch to the next one. Let's think of that one. Okay, somebody that is out drinking, and they are out drinking with their friends because they're feeling pressure from their friends.
Peer pressure?
What's the theory?
Evolutionary?
No.
No.
I know this.
Environmental.
Observational.
No.
Social.
It's
Social cultural. Good.
You don't have that on here.
No, I'm not going off of that. I'm just giving you examples. Oh, it should be on there.
Yeah, it is. It's down.
Okay. Yeah, they're not in order because I couldn't remember the first example. I have to go back and remember that. That person that's drinking watched their parents drink in response to stress and watched their grandparents drink in response to stress. Observational learning. Good. Now it's discovered that they have their parents and entire family drink, so there's something there in their
biological.
Good.
Their genes.
In their genetics, yes. And if you're drinking because you don't want to feel stressed, you are drinking because of what theory? What class are you in?
Psychological.
Psychological, good. That's the thinking, like, okay, I'm going to do something because it's going to make me feel better. Psychological. Good. Okay.
We already passed, just.
Oh, you guys are awesome. All right, so if you are trying to decide whether this person is drinking because of their genetics or drinking because of their friends, what two things are... Nature, good. Okay, I did skip that whole first part, so I still can't think of it, but I'll keep going. All right, so now you have a study as to whether or not eating chocolate and gaining weight are linked.
That's correlation.
And you know that there's a link.
Correlation.
Correlational. And correlational does not show
the cause.
Causation.
Right. So they might be correlated, they're associated, but it doesn't mean that one is proving the other.
Mm-hmm.
And what would be a good way to assess people's attitudes if you want to assess 1,000 people's attitude about something? What method would you use? Survey. Good. Survey. Because you can't do this with 1,000 people because this looks at one person.
That's
Case study. Good. And if you are going in to observe maybe a classroom of people, and you want to see which chocolate they prefer. What is it?
Environmental.
Naturalistic observation. Good.
I think about nature.
Why do we sample?
Random sample.
Yes, but why do we do that?
Well, purpose, right?
Hmm?
A purpose?
What is the purpose for random sampling?
To give everyone the same opportunity.
Yes, and to look at, if we pull a random sample, my random sample of college students would be you, right? Because you represent the population. That's why we pull a random sample, so that it represents what we're trying to study, because I can't study every college student in America. Not feasible. So what do? You pull a small group, random sample. Okay. How do you figure out how to conduct a study so that you can show causation? What kind of study is that?
Cause and effect.
Experimental. Right. Remember, experiments show cause. If you remember that. When you conduct an experiment, in the true sense of experiment, you're going to get a cause. That's why we do them. Wow, good. When you know that the study can be conducted again and get the same results?
Correlation. No replication.
Not replication.
Reliability.
Reliability, good. And when you want to examine somebody's study to see if they did it right, you would use this type of thinking and go look up other studies and critical thinking, right. And if you want to know with that, if I said chocolate and gaining weight are linked, and I need to create something to show how much weight somebody gained, and you said, well, how did you know how much weight they gained? Did they gain per pound, or did they gain percentage? Because you have to have a blank. Operational definition. That's going to tell you what you're measuring. Oh, that's awesome. All right, so now let's think. I got to think of this. Because I'm on to the study part now. It wasn't the drinking part. There was another one.
Just read it. Read here. Just read it.
Just read it. I'd like to, but I can't read exactly what's on there. I gave you a lot of it with the drinking, though. If you are engaged in a behavior that is showing your fear of dying, so you engage in this risk-taking behavior to get over your fear of dying, what theory?
Evolutionary?
No. Fear. As soon as you hear fear, think
Behavioral.
no.
Is it a big five?
A phobia.
If you have a fear of doing something and you act in such a way so that you take that fear away,
Not replication, is it?
no. Psychoanalytic or psychodynamic. Remember, Freud was all about our fears. So,
Yeah.
if you act in such a way that you're taking that fear away, whatever that action is, that's the psychodynamic. Freud was all about fear.
Poor guy.
Yeah. In order to continue, now I remember the example. Okay, so you have a baseball player. You have a baseball player, and he is playing baseball because he's a really good baseball player, professional, and he plays because he has the perfect physique to do it. His father was a baseball player. He had the perfect physique to do it. What theory am I looking at? Evolutionary, good. And they're doing it because they have to earn enough money. That would be part of it too. They have to earn enough money or they have to be successful. That same baseball player watched his father play baseball and his grandfather play baseball. See, I did hit it with the drinking one. Which one is that? Observational learning. I did hit some of these already.
Yeah.
If you've got that baseball player and his friends are congratulating him, what kind of theory is that when he's getting the reinforcement of congratulations? Behavioral. And his kind of gave it to you there. His trait, well, it's in the question though. His personality trait would be, yeah, what is it?
It's like charades. You're up there. Like,
Oh yeah, I know. Like, okay, think, but don't say. The personality. This is the last one. Personality trait of being. What would I put with that?
The only thing
Extroverted.
5 personality.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So whatever that personality, that keyword personality goes with, big 5 personality. And you'll see that twice. It's going to be in the final and in the.
Big fan.
We need 1 Scantron
Yes.
for both.
1 counts for both. Yeah.